Okay, hello everyone and welcome back. It's SoupaSoka and we're once again on Chronos 1, and that's Chronos 1. Now people always ask me that, so I'm going to say it not at the beginning of the videos, at least for a while. Chronos 1, playing vanilla World of Warcraft, and we're Soupa, the level 37 Dwarf Priest, and we're in Teneris right now. We're in Gadget Zan actually, and the reason why we're here is because we want to run up to 1,000 needles to turn in a quest. Actually, we want to turn in a few quests. So last time you remember I was talking about this Parts for Travel, Goblin sponsorship, and news for Fizzle quests. All three of these are ready to go, and we basically just need to run up here to 1,000 needles, and the Shimmering Flat specifically. There's a little racetrack out here. I think it's the Mirage Raceway. Ooh, it's tough to say. Mirage Raceway, got it. We're gonna head up there and turn in some of these quests. Now, let's see. A few things have been going on the server. So today, as of the time of this recording, the Ankarash war effort it's already ended. It's been about a week since it ended, and now the gates are open. So what that means, they're not actually just at this very moment. Basically what happened is, the way this works, the Ankarash war effort ended, there's a gong, someone rang that gong, and now there's a 10-hour event that will occur all day. Basically, Silithus, let me show you on the map here. Silithus is a zone in Kalimdor in the southwestern quadrant, and the whole zone basically, especially down here by the Ankarash gates, is overrun by large elite Ankarash warriors. It's pretty cool. So over there on my warrior recording some footage, which I'm hoping to put together a nice little video to kind of show off the event. And we're now a few hours into that event, and I guess at about, let's see, it'll be 8 more hours, 9 more hours, something, 6 or 7 more hours, somewhere in that 6 to 9 hour range. If I lost track of how long ago the event opened, it'll end, and then people can zone into Ankarash 20 and Ankarash 40, which are level 60 raid instances. We won't be doing that, of course, on Soupa anytime soon, but hopefully someday we'll be able to get in there. We just saw Baba Yaga just drop out of the sky there and disappear. And, you know, that's a glitch that I think I remember having that same glitch even on retail vanilla. I don't know if it's still around in modern live WoW, but just someone's flying, and to that person that's flying, nothing's wrong, but to other people running around sometimes, they'll just kind of fall to the ground, and that happens for both Alliance side and Horde side, and it's always kind of scary, especially if it's a Horde character and you're a low-level Alliance. It's always kind of a funny thing. So here we are in the Mirage Raceway. I didn't mess up the name that time, and we're going to turn in whatever this first quest is. Looks like Parts for Travel. We've had these parts for a while, so we're going to complete this quest to get 1,800 experience and 20 silver, and it opens up another quest for us. Delivery to the gnomes. Bring the delicate car parts, the Fizzle brass bolts. Okay. Well, that's cool. He's right here. Here's Fizzle. So let's turn in the delivery to the gnomes. Complete quest. 10 silver, 850 experience. Cool. And we have another quest for him to turn in. News for Fizzle. And we're going to turn that in. We're going to get this wand, which was at one point going to be a good upgrade for us, but by now, since we actually, or just now finishing the quest, we already have the Janus Firestarter, which is much better, so we're going to turn that in. We get 2,000 experience, and let's go ahead and disenchant. I was trying to find disenchant that wand to get it out of our bags. Fizzle Zippy Lighter. It's kind of cool, but it's gone now. Gone. And actually, what does it look like? I didn't even get a chance to look at it. It doesn't look fancy. You can see it's pretty standard, boring wand, so there goes that. Let's put our wizard oil up here. Gonna arrange our bags a little. Okay, and then what else do we have to turn in? Who's this guy? Whizzle Brass Bolts? We're not doing that quest. And Scrabble Coalbeard. Does he have? Talk to Krazik and Booty Bay. Okay, that's another quest we can grab, and I think that's the Rumor Monger. So I think it's a quest we just opened up by turning in that last quest to Kravel there. And now let's turn our very last one here, Goblin sponsorship. This guy Pazik. Let's find him. Blueprint regulator, right? Fuel regulator blueprints, of course. Complete that quest. Speak with Razoric on the Shimmering Flats. Okay. We're going to speak with Razoric, so we got 900 experience for that one. He took the 18th pilot as our next quest. Razoric, we're going to complete this quest. Achieve the Sephorium booster for Razoric in the Shimmering Flats. 350 experience. Now, I know where that is. I've done this quest before. And that's kind of a fun quest. I think we could probably go and do that. So, where's our Hearthdew? Booty Bay? No, what I think we will do is go ahead and... Do we want to do it this way? It's kind of, I like doing this quest, but it's sort of annoying because we have to really run, what's it called, Razoric's Tweaking. It's not a difficult quest really, but we have to go to Theramore, run south, and I'll show you how to do that. Grab this little thing, and then come back to the Shimmering Flats. You know what I think I want to do? Let's go ahead and I'm going to speed up the video. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over, we're going to, what is this, Teneris, Gadgetzan again. Head down to Gadgetzan, if I could click down there. Fly from Gadgetzan up to Theramore, and then from Theramore I'll show you where the Seaphorium booster is. And it's actually, I already got it marked on my map because I've been here a few times. Like this little triangle kind of shows it. And it's kind of annoying because you really have to run all the way around Dustwallow Marsh to get there. But there is a shortcut through the bay here. I'll show you guys that shortcut. But first, let's fast forward, and I will speed up the video again once we actually land, or slow down the video again once we land in Theramore. Okay, so here we are in Dustwallow Marsh. Specifically, we're in Theramore Island. And what we need to do is we need to get to this Seaphorium booster that has landed here in this kind of the middle of Dustwallow Marsh. A little bit annoying to get to. And the quest itself is actually kind of funny. So Pozic's a great mechanic. I'm going to read the quest here. So I know that, but he's afraid to just load on the firepower and grab on for the ride. Not me, though. After Pozic finishes with a racer, I take a little time to put my own modifications on. You know, loosening up the controls, removing parts of the frame, and adding more juice. I ordered a Seaphorium booster from Shreve that gives Morium and Gadgetzan, but apparently the Zeppelin it was being sent on crashed in Dustwallow Marsh. I gotta have it, Supa. So that's the backstory to it. There's a Zeppelin that's crash landed in Dustwallow Marsh. We have to go recover important equipment from this crash landing site. Now, what you want to do to get here from Dustwallow Marsh, I mean, I think this is also a Horde quest, actually. I think either faction can get it, but you really aren't going to have this advantage if you're Horde. I don't really know. For Horde, you just have to, unfortunately, the Horde town here is Brackenwall Village. You're just going to have to run there, which actually isn't that bad. It's relatively short, as opposed to Theramore Island running all the way around. So this is the standard route, is going north, around the bay, and coming back south. Is there a name for this bay? I don't think there is. Now, what you're going to do instead, the easiest way, is to just get out of Theramore Island, walk straight out, and before you cross the bridge, just turn left and kind of follow along the rocks here. The main goal is to cut across the bay. You can see on the map, I have this little orange dot I put on my world map, kind of a note basically, and I use the cartographer add-on, which allows me to do that. But I marked this spot, so this is called the route out of the bay. And what you're basically doing is just swim across here. It's much faster to swim than it is to run, especially without a mount, all the way around the bay, and just swim for where this dot is. And the coordinates for this dot, they're roughly like 56.3 and 50.3. And it's not exact, but it's pretty close to those coordinates. And all you have to do, and you can see there's other crashed boats and things in this little bay, and there are some, I think there's some mobs in the water here. I'm going to go underwater and see if we can spot some. You know what actually it could do, makes it even faster, would be to levitate, but we're already mostly across the bay. It's a pretty short bay, it's not very deep, or very wide rather. So it's really not worth the trouble at this point to use up a light feather. However, we are going to run into it. There it is, the Muckshell Crackers. These are the, no, clackers, not crackers. Wow. I was thinking cracker like they crack their little pincers, but I guess it's clacker instead. Anyway, so you just cross the bay very quick. Took, what, like 30 seconds? Less than a minute for sure. It'd be even faster if you use water walking or just levitate. So here we go. Once you get across the bay, you kind of find the spot on the map like I marked there, the coordinates being about 56.3, 50.3. And you just can get up here. There's other spots you can probably get up the bay, but this is one of the easiest spots that I've found. You can run straight up this path here. It's very smooth, very easy to get up there. so that's what I recommend. Now there are some level 40 mobs up here, nothing crazy, but you know, they're level 40 spiders and such, so you will need to keep your eyes peeled for that. There's also some oozes. Now once you cross over the hill there, you just need to go a little south, and you're pretty much right there. Like, I mean, crossing right through there takes you almost directly to the crashed Zeppelin. You can see it right in front of us on screen, and there's the crashed Zeppelin, and the little box you need is just sitting right over here somewhere. Where is it? Am I missing it? I know it's near here. Ah, there it is, a little bit farther up. So it's in the center here, this Gizmorium shipping crate. You just need to loot that item. That's all you need. This is the crashes up, and you can see it kind of, you know, definitely blew up. It's pretty easy. And if I remember right, let me see this quest, rather speaking. Okay, so now if I remember right, what's interesting is there is like, I'm trying to remember why this Zeppelin crashed here. The location of the Zeppelin crashing here actually makes sense. If you look at the quest, it says, let's see. So it's from the guy in Gadget Zan, and it's supposed to go to 1K needles. So it's like a direct, yeah, so it's like a direct line, but it flew like past. And so what basically you can imagine happened, this is my understanding of the story. The Zeppelin essentially took off from Gadget Zan, flew straight north, which would have landed it over here in the Shimmering Flats, but instead it crash landed. So basically it overshot its target, it kind of blew up midair and crash landed. And you can see the direct route. So this, if you look on the world map, this is literally a straight line from where we're standing, where it crashed, to where Razorek is, so where it's supposed to drop off the booster, from where the Zeppelin took off from, which is Gadget Zan. So there is some, apparently, logic to where it crash landed. But now that we have that, we're actually going to hearth to Booty Bay, because I really don't want to run all the way back to Razorek right now to turn in this quest, but we have the booster, right? Yep, there it is, C4M booster, in hand, so we can always go back there at a later date and take it in. Now what we do have here in Booty Bay, now that we've hearthed over here, is we have another quest, the Rumor Monger. This is Krasik, and he's upstairs if I remember. Oh, yeah, right? Yeah, he should be upstairs if I remember correctly. So we're going to find that guy, turn in that quest real quick, which won't give us much experience, but it should start another quest line, I think. Krasik, the Rumor Monger. Okay. Complete quest, 1800 experience. Bring 10 specks of dream dust to Krasik and Booty Bay. Dream dust is gathered from the dragon whelps of the Swamp of Sorrows. Okay. So, now the question is, what do we want to do next? Now we have some good Badlands quests still. We have a couple we could work on there. We do have a few Booty Bay quests, of course, we can still work on. And, otherwise, we do need to go back to Scarlet Monastery. We're not going to do that today. I want to hit 38 first at this point. Make sure we hit 38. Get our next level's skills. And then do Scarlet Monastery. The Cathedral specifically. Now to get to the Swamp of Sorrows. Now we need to go up to Duskwood. Through... where is it? Deadwind Pass. And then into the Swamp of Sorrows. That's basically the easy way to get there. Now we could also take a trip to Netherguard Keep in Blasted Lands. So maybe we'll do this. So let's go ahead and turn off our Furbolg suit. We gotta go take a quick flight. And another flight. What we're gonna do is, I want to get that quest done, because it's not that hard of a quest for us, I think. And, what is the... Dream Dust in the Swamp? Yeah, it's not an overly difficult quest, but it might be kind of fun to get it done now. And I do like farming whelps. I love farming whelps, so the chance of getting like a whelp pet, always really nice. Now let's go ahead and fly up to Duskwood. This will be the quickest way for us to get there. And also we're going to run through Deadwind Pass, which is kind of fun. Now, let's talk a little bit about the server and the guild and a few other things. Also, by the way, this is a really awesome statue. I actually don't know who this statue is of. But it's obviously a goblin, right? This giant statue that greets you when you enter Booty Bay. Now, one interesting thing is, and I will show this someday, I haven't finished this video, I'm working on a comparison video of vanilla World of Warcraft in Booty Bay and the pre-released alpha version of World of Warcraft before vanilla launched in Booty Bay. Because it's actually, Booty Bay looks quite a bit different in the alpha build, and that statue, actually, it's there, but it's not a goblin, it's another character instead. And I don't want to spoil it, but I'll show it sometime, and that might be a little while before I get that Booty Bay video up, but I've had some fun exploring there recently. So, things I'll talk about real quick. So that our guild, it's Knights of Azeroth is the name of the guild. You know, we're pretty active guild. We got a lot of people online right now. We still got about 450 members in the guild. We did a cleanup more recently to clear out some inactive accounts and a few things like that. But we're working for a Molten Core run in the next week or so, and I don't know, I'm not really a part of that. I am an officer in the guild, but I really don't do much as far as operating the guild. I'm obviously not even level 60 on either of my characters, but it's a Molten Core run is in the works, and that's really exciting. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit level 60 on my warrior before then, and especially also get attunement for Molten Core, although Molten Core attunement is just allows you to warp into Molten Core more easily. It's not that hard to do, to be honest. The Molten Core attunement, I think I got it done on the last character I hit 60 with, which was my rogue on Nostalrius. I think I got that quest done at level 58. Like, it's not a difficult quest at all, maybe 59. However, I would like to be able to get to 60 soon, so I can hopefully join my guild in Molten Core as they're still kind of getting through it before they full clear it. But to be honest, Molten Core is a fairly easy instance. Like, it's been out for, gosh, I mean, 12 years ago. Vanilla World of Warcraft launched in 2004. It's been 12 years. So we've had 12 years of people running Molten Core. I have no idea how to estimate how many thousands, or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, maybe more than that, times Molten Core has been fully cleared. I mean, there's many servers in Vanilla WoW where Molten Core be cleared multiple times a week per faction. So maybe 10 clears a week per server. So basically my point is, Molten Core is so well understood that I expect my guild to clear it relatively quickly as long as we have enough people for it, with or without gear, without excessive gear. So I'm hoping to get 60 soon on my warrior so I can join in there and kind of help go through the struggles of wiping on easy bosses and trash and stuff. As much as that's painful, it is kind of a fun experience, I think. Now, we did land in Duskwood, so we are now running east. We're in our Furbog suit once again, and we're going to cut through Deadwind Pass. And now, Deadwind Pass, it's one of the coolest... I don't think have we been in Deadwind Pass yet? I don't think we've been through Deadwind Pass yet as Supa, but it's one of my favorite one of my favorite zones in Vanilla World of Warcraft, because it's just creepy. It's just a very unique... So let me pause right there. The term very unique, technically the word unique basically means that it's one of a kind. So if you say something's very unique, I guess you're saying it's very one of a kind, which sort of sounds awkward to me. So I try to avoid saying very unique and just say unique. But Deadwind Pass. We're in Dead Man's Crossing, by the way. You can see already some corpses hanging from the trees, which is some really... I mean, look at that corpse. Let's get a little bit closer to it. It is missing hands and legs below the knee, it looks like. That's pretty creepy. So anyway, Deadwind Pass, one of the coolest places in Vanilla World of Warcraft. And it's taken me a while. I'm really going slower than I'd like on this, but I'm also working on another video where we will explore the differences in how Deadwind Pass has changed from Vanilla WoW, or from the first alpha build of WoW that I have access to, the earliest alpha build, to the second alpha build, to then the Vanilla World of Warcraft that, you probably know today. And if you look in the distance there, you can actually see Karazhan, the tower, in the background. So it looks a lot different, though, in Vanilla, Retail Vanilla, or Live Vanilla, whatever you want to call it, than it did in the alpha build. It's significantly different. Thankfully, Deadwind Pass is a very short zone, and I don't know if they ever intended it to be larger than what it currently is. And clearly, it was larger. I mean, the zone itself was much larger in alpha build, so they shrunk it down. Now, I don't know why they did that. I don't know if they had higher aspirations for what they could do with the Deadwind Pass, and then they, got rid of it for various reasons. But maybe space or time. I'm guessing partially they ran out of time to mess with it. But there's really almost nothing here. Eridan's Camp is one of the only landmarks. There is the Vice down here, and there are some mobs down in this area, but it's been a long time since I've explored down there, and certainly we're not going to explore down there as level 37 because we will get destroyed by the mobs down there. I think they're all 55 plus. We could certainly, get aggro from them and run away and survive, but we certainly would not be able to fight them with any real success. Now, we're leaving Deadwind Pass, and I can see things a little bit greener in the Swamp of Sorrow, still kind of murky, but certainly not as dismal as Deadwind Pass happens to be. And we're looking for those green whelps. Now, at the same time, what we're going to do here is we're going to kill these whelps, get what we need, and let's go ahead and Where is... Oh, whoops, our Furbog suit turned off. Let's turn that back on. I'm missing the quest here. Dream Dust in the Swamp. I don't know why I was looking over that like 10 times. Dream Dust in the Swamp. It's the name of the quest. Uh oh, there's a corpse there. So maybe there's someone out here farming stuff. Anyway, so there's a dragonkin or whelpling. So is someone killing our whelplings? Well, I don't see anyone at the moment. Definitely more dead whelps, though. Is it a rogue or a druid, possibly? Ah, a 42 undead mage. Now, do we want to fight that guy? I don't really want to fight him. A 5-level difference over us is a little painful to deal with. Now, let's go ahead and put our wizard oil, however, on our main hand. And I do want to kill these things, though, because I do want to get these whelps for our quest. But I wasn't expecting someone to be here farming them. Now, these, by the way, if you're out here doing these quests, it's really nice if you are a skinner, because you can skin these whelps, which is really good. But I don't have skinning, so that's not going to be the case for me. And I'm hoping that Mage will just move along his merry way soon, but I'm not going to leave. And if I have to, I'll fight him, but I'm just not confident we're going to necessarily win. Let's go ahead and shield up. Okay, he just killed that one. There's a whelp. Let's go ahead and pull that whelp. Ninja'd that whelp from him. Thanks for the assist there, Mage. He actually pulled aggro, which is kind of funny, but I'll try and get the aggro back. Now, I'm just curious to see if that mage decides to attack us. He seems peaceful. Maybe? Maybe peaceful? Seems peaceful. Good, well, we're gonna go ahead and farm some whelps then. This guy seems cool. What is this, a Stonard Scout? Sure, let's go ahead and kill this scout. That seems fun. Mind Blast. We'll do one of these. We're gonna run away and Mind Flay. This is actually a PvP enabled. This is a horde NPC. This isn't just like a random mob wandering around out here in SoupaSoka. It's actually a horde NPC. But it, I'm just gonna clear him out of the way. He's gonna run away. I don't think he drops much. Maybe we'll get lucky and get something. Oh, we got a wild hog shankin', 77 copper. Did we get experience? Yeah, we did. Okay, so that mage is mounted. Yeah, it makes sense. He's obviously still farming these whelps. Also, we're trying to farm the whelps, but we're gonna see if we can't sneak some of these for ourselves. And I think there's about 15 spawn points, 15 to 20, with a decent respawn rate. So it's really, I'm not too worried about it as long as the mage doesn't decide to attack us. We're gonna hopefully run around in circles. Now, yeah, I hope these things don't take so long to respawn. I was hoping, honestly, I've been here many times on many different characters, on many different servers, and I would say I've very rarely run into anyone out here farming these things. Now, I don't know if that guy's working on a quest, or if it's just he's, just grinding, or if he's trying to get like a whelpling pet, but I generally don't see people out here. Now, I'm tempted to... I wonder if I can find some other quests to do out here. Now, Swamp of Sorrows, it is a level, what is the zone? 35 to 45. So this is actually level appropriate for us here. But there's not a lot of quests here. Now, there is one up north here and one to the right here, I think. Actually, there's one to the right, though. I don't know what this is. Encroaching Wildlife? Watcher Biggs? I feel like that is not an Alliance quest. I feel like there's only Horde quests really out here. There's no Alliance flight path in Swamp of Sorrows. It's one of the unfortunate things about this zone. But there is a flight path down here in Blastlands, so that's where I am wanting to head. But let's see if we can find whoever this is supposed to be. Encroaching Watcher Biggs. Oh, there is a quest here, really? Oh, hold on a sec. Let's go ahead and kill this thing. I really had no idea there's a quest here. Well, let's go ahead and work on that quest thing while we're waiting for that guy to finish farming the whelps or leave. Because really, those whelps, I'm not going to be able to farm there efficiently, even if we kill him. So even if we kill level 42 mage, we're not going to be able to farm efficiently out there because he's going to respawn and he's going to gank us. And I wouldn't blame him for that. So because of that, the best thing we can do is wait for him to finish. And I think the other easiest thing to do is, and to do that instead, is maybe we should farm something else. Let's see. Watcher Biggs. What do you got for us? Kill 8 young sawtooth crocolisk, 10 spinners, 10 swamp dragons. Okay, so a bunch of stuff. What's it called? Encroaching wildlife. Got it. Okay, well we need to kill one of these things, so swamp jaguar. Let's go ahead and pull this one first. A little bit of easy farming is not so bad. I thought I powered shielded there, but apparently I missed that. And sorrow spinners, spiders all near here. Okay, that's easy. Yeah, so we should be able to hit 38 very quickly with all this, thankfully. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try and go back here, do some dream dust in the swamp, and then go to Blessed Lands and get the flight point there. So we can kind of safely, or more easily, get back there in the future. I don't want to have to keep running back through Deadwind Pass every time we want to come to Swamp of Sorrows or Blasted Lands, right? And there is a quest, I don't know exactly when we get it or where we get it, where we have to run a crate from Booty Bay to the Blasted Lands flight point area. And you have like a 30-minute timer to do that, or 1 hour timer to do that. So if we are efficient about it, we can, or next time when we ever get that quest, it'll be really easy for us to do because we can just fly over there, so that's nice. We also just picked up a Shadow Silk, which I believe sells pretty well on the server. I forget how much I've sold them for, but Shadow Silk do sell fairly well on Chronos 1. I don't know about Chronos 2 or elsewhere, but we should be able to sell it for something on here. And this Sorrow Spinner is about to go down. One more hit should take care of him. What do we get? A bunch of junk, no problem. Some vendor loot. Now, what else has been going on? So, I haven't uploaded as many videos recently, and that's probably going to stay that way for at least another week. Basically, we're in the middle, I've mentioned this before, I got a new job, and we're in the middle of, you know, I'm done with my grad school, all that, so I'm wrapping up some stuff there. We're moving, so my job is in a different area, so it's, you know, not like across town, we're leaving the area. So to do that, that means we're selling our house, and that means we're finding a new place to live. We're going to rent a place, most likely, at least for the short term, and my wife is quitting her job and finding a new job at our new city. So obviously that means a lot of things are going on, and the real thing is that my wife took off a lot of work because we need to do a lot of stuff together. So we're like traveling to a new city to look at apartments and stuff there. She's obviously interviewing, and so I'm going with her for those trips. There's a lot going on, and so it's a lot harder to really sit down with a good chunk of time to record and edit some videos. That doesn't mean the YouTube channel is going to die or anything like that. And once that we're stabilized, once we're in our new, you know, apartment, once we get everything set, I will definitely be uploading more consistently again. But for the next few weeks, it's going to be a little more shaky. Maybe only a few videos a week, if that. It might be a whole week off at some point. I think it's been this last week. I think I had 2, maybe 3 videos over the course of like 7 to 9 days. Like, it wasn't awful, but it's been slower for sure. Let's see, some more Shadow Silk, that's nice. So I'd love to have some more videos on here. I'm still really enjoying myself making these videos and having my channel, especially I'm just having fun playing WoW anyway. But you'll have to bear with me. It's going to be a little bit slower for the next week or 2, I would say. But rest assured the channel is not going to end or anything like that. I had a few people asking me if things are going to get delayed because of my new job, and really the job itself isn't going to change my schedule so much as just the transition period. So that transition period should probably extend for another few weeks, is where it's going to be a little bit more rocky. It's not so bad. Now we are working on still on the Encroaching Wildlife quest. We've killed, this is our first sawtooth crocolisk we've killed, but, you know, pretty easy all these mobs, thankfully. Good experience out here. We got a lot of rested XP because I haven't been playing as consistently. So we've been, and thankfully I was in an inn, so we were able to really soak up a lot of rested experience, which is making hitting level 38 and even to 39 a lot easier, I think, which is great. Now, who is this? A 45 shaman. Please don't kill me, because I really can't do much against you, unfortunately. And especially when I'm in the middle of fighting a mob and I'm also webbed, but, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Let's go ahead and shoot that spider a bit. I would rather kind of keep an eye. There are some of these mobs we can kill, I think, fairly close to the whelps over here, so I like to stay close to those whelps if possible. Yeah, that'd be kind of a good idea. Because if that mage disappears, then we can take over killing the whelps. That would be really fun. That's what we came here for anyway. Now, let's see. Oh, there's a spider. We need that anyway. Let's go ahead and get him. Oh, we stunned him. That was nice. Always a good time. And I see another spider there over in the distance off the left side of the screen, so we're going to take care of that also after this. Oh man, so I don't have the video up yet. I mentioned it was just a few hours ago that the Ankarash 10-hour event of the gates opening is ongoing right now. It was crazy. There were a ton of players online over there. Like, you'd have to see the video for yourself, but I estimate there were 400 or 500 people there at least in one spot. I mean, I might be grossly underestimating that. It's kind of hard. I really haven't had a chance to look at the recording very much, but it was lagging the crap out of my computer because they were like, it was just densely packed. I mean, it might have been 1,000 or more players in one spot. So many people there, and those were all level 60s except for me. I was like 52, and there I saw a handful, like very rarely, some like 58s, 59s. But you know, these are almost basic level 60s. Now we're stuck in this web, so I can't get this whelp over there. There we go. Anyway, it was a ton of fun, lots of PvP, lots of cool things going on. Ultimately, you got to a point where people were spamming AoE abilities on each other, and that was pure chaos because you had, you know, 100 people in a group getting hit by Blizzard or Rain of Fire and stuff like that, and it was just like lagging everything, but it was super fun. Okay, so there's our first whelp kill, our second whelp kill. I guess we did kill one earlier. Dreaming whelp. We didn't get anything we needed though. Now the good news is there's also these panthers we need here, so we can maybe farm some of those up for other quests while we're killing these whelps. Do we want to silence these whelps? I think we do. I think they don't do a lot of melee damage, so it'd be good just to keep them silenced. Or whenever we have silence up to throw it at them. How much mana does silence use? 225? That's pretty substantial. Small flame sack, still nothing that we need, but that's okay. We are going to kill this jaguar. So I think there's only jaguars in this area. Maybe some spiders on the other side of this little lake in the background over there where my mouse is going. There might be some spiders along the wall or up all in the mountains there. We are, however, getting thick spider silk, shadow silk, and small flame stacks, which I think actually have a decent price on the auction house. I think all of them do. Maybe not small flame stacks as much, but I think it does. I hope it does. Well, I'll take a look later. Ooh, there's that mage. Oh, I thought the mage left. That's too bad. He's probably not happy with me farming up his stuff. There is a cave system in the south there, but the quest, I don't think we can do any quests there. There is one NPC in there, and I think that NPC will give you a quest at some point, but that quest is not something that we're high enough level for, and I think it ends in like Winter Spring or something kind of obscure, but it's like a completely dead quest line. It's like in the middle of a story. You literally just get experience for completing it, and it kind of like gives you this sort of hint that it's going to continue as a quest somewhere else, but it just ends and leaves you hanging. And I don't remember the name of that quest. We'll have to look into that later on. But there is that quest there, and it's maybe it's like something with Eranicus. Is that right? Eranikus? I think it's more Sunken Temples what I'm thinking of. But anyway, it's a quest chain. It's cool. I completed it, and like there's nothing happens. And if you go look at like old quest databases and see what other people say about it, people, you know, are like, oh, it'll probably be finished up in the Burning Crusade or something. Nothing. As far as I know, that quest line completely was here in vanilla and just died, and no one ever finished it. So that's kind of a bummer. Now, I ran away from those whelps because that mage is still there, so really I'm not going to get too far with him around. So it might be easier. I'm honestly just thankful he didn't go ahead and like kill us on sight. So instead we're just going to go ahead and work a little more on encroaching wildlife. And then, I don't know if we'll finish it. We probably could finish it up pretty quickly. And then we'll go turn that in and probably hit 38 at that point. And that might be a good time for us to go get our skills once we hit 38. Obviously, we're not going to get our skills before 38 because we're not 38. We can't do anything without skilling up. Ooh, there's a panther. Whoops. I'm going to go ahead and veer him away from us real fast. He aggroed onto us a little bit faster than I anticipated. I saw him the last second. I don't know if he was stealth or if I just wasn't paying attention. I think a little bit of both. Definitely probably wasn't paying attention. Which happens quite often when I'm playing WoW, when I'm kind of looking away or messing with my phone or doing something else, not paying attention. Next thing I know, I'm under attack and dying. Okay. I would like to get some at least good vendor loot, like some bristly whiskers or something from these jaguars, or we're just not getting anything, really. Yeah, so now that Ankarash is open, by the way, I bet it takes less than 48 hours to have it fully cleared. I bet someone clears everything in there, assuming there's no major bugs. Like, no major... Well, there's a lot of bugs in Ankarash, let me tell you that, but... because there's bugs, right? I'm hoping, though, there's no glitches in Ankarash. And if there aren't, I think it'll be full cleared within... I would bet it'll be full cleared within, like, 24 hours, but I think more likely 48 hours someone will full clear it. Now, that really depends on the gear of the people going in there. If they have their nature resist, especially the melee, I think it's Princess Huhuran, I think is the boss, where melee really need like a high amount of nature resist, or they get completely destroyed and hosed in that instant, or in that fight. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think it could be all of Ankarash could be cleared in 48 hours from now, or 48 hours after the 10-hour event ends. Anyway, now I never really ran Ankarash 20. Like, I mean, like I don't think I ran anything in Ankarash 20. Like, I never went in there. I never did anything with it, and I don't know a lot of guilds on my server. I played on Malagos. I mentioned it before. Malagos is a PvE server in the US. I played on Malagos in Vanilla WoW. And I just don't remember anyone doing Ankarash 20 on my server. What basically happened is, like, the gear there, to my understanding, isn't really a lot better than, like, Molten Core Zolga Rub level. So for most people, they would rather just run Molten Core because it was relatively easy, or Zolga Rub because it was easy also and had pretty good loot. And that's my understanding. It's just that it wasn't... that Ankarash 20 just isn't... the loot isn't good enough to make it worthwhile. It's certainly not better than, like, Blackwing Lair loot. At least it may be comparable, but I don't think it's even comparable. I think most guilds on my server preferred to still run Blackwing Lair Molten Core to gear up for Ankarash 40 rather than run Ankarash 20 to gear up for it. But like I said, I've never ran Ankarash 20. Like, literally, I don't even know what bosses are. I don't know if it's different mobs or, like, the same bosses but, like, easier. I think it's different bosses, but completely have no idea. But thinking about it, Ankarash 20 kind of reminds me of, like, what they did with heroic instances and such later on in WoW. They kind of gave them a playing ground for Blizzard to test out, you know, how things worked. If they made kind of 2 instances, with one being easier, one being harder, with, like, different loot. Obviously, it's not the exact same thing, but it kind of gave them some room to play around with, I think. Let's go ahead and we're getting close to finishing up this quest. We've got about 11 more kills to go. After this, we'll have 10 more kills to go, and we probably hit 38 just from clearing these mobs. I mean, we only need we got 67,200 experience, so we need about 9,000 experience to level up. We have to kill 10 more mobs, so we need about 900. Yeah, so maybe that won't get us all the way there, but turning in the quest and a little bit of exploration for new areas will probably push us over. Alright, there's another Swamp Jaguar. Now what I'd like to do is next time, once we hit 38 to end this episode, I would like to get a group for Scarlet Monastery Cathedral. That'd be my next goal, if possible. And that'll also depend on my schedule. If I don't have enough time to run the instance, then what I may do, maybe easiest, is just to do some more grinding for another level or so, another episode or so, and then once I get a bit more free time, sit down and actually run the instance. There's Noboru the Cudgel. Who's this guy? What is he? I don't know, is it named mobs? Let's go ahead and kill him. Now I think I remember this guy maybe dropped something, or maybe he's a part of a quest that we don't have the quest for. Let's go ahead and kill him anyway, he's in our way. He's level 39, he's a couple levels above us, but obviously, you know, not a problem for us to clear him out. And let's see. Shadow Repain's about to drop, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and push that back on him. Oh, we stunned him, good. Alright. What's he called? Noboru the Cudgel. Cudgel? We dropped something. Noboru's Cudgel. This item begins a quest. Okay. It's also a weapon. So it looks pretty boring, but bring the Cudgel to leader of the harborage in the Swamp of Sorrows. Okay, I think I know where those guys are. These guys are all north of here. I remember these, the Lost Ones, what they're called or something, or Wandering Ones or something. I don't know exactly what their tribe is called, but yeah, they have a little base up there. We're gonna just run shit up there. We don't need a Swamp Jaguar. Oh, do we? Yeah, we do need Swamp Jaguar. Whoops. I was thinking that was, I thought we needed young Swamp Jaguars, but I guess not. Alright, let's shield up. Let's, Mind Blast. Mind Flay. I do love mind flay, by the way. I've gotten really used to mind flaying a lot. Like, I just think it's fun. I don't know why. It's not really that amazing, but I just happen to like it a lot. And I think it's great for PvP, but even PvE, I think it's fine. I think a lot of people don't use it, but obviously I use it a lot in my rotation for DPSing, and it seems to be fine. Let's see. Where are these guys? Little harborage, okay. Little huts up here. It's kind of fun how that guy just like walked into us and gave us a quest. Wow. That panther is extremely close to their camp, and these exiles don't seem to give a crap about that panther attacking me, which is fine. We'll kill it ourselves, but it's just funny. There's no like active guards here, which I just assumed they would do something, but maybe not. Huh. And there's also a little crocodile in the back there, a young sawtooth crocolisk, so we're going to go ahead and blast him down after we turn our quest here, because we do need 3 more crocolisks and 4 more spiders, and we're done with jaguars now, so that's nice. Alright, let's turn this quest. Mag Tour is this guy's name. Noboru the Cudgel. Let's complete the quest. We got 3,100 experience, cool. And bring 6 Dranathist crystals. The Fallow Sanctuary, where is that? Once our brethren, they now live in the Fallow Sanctuary to the east. I don't want to go over there. There is an escort quest over there we can do, but I don't want to go over there. Do I? Maybe? Sure, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that. Alright, we'll accept this quest. Let's see what level is this. Dranathist crystals, level 35, okay. Alright, we'll head over there. And we'll kill along the way any sorrow spinners we see, or any crocodile. There's a crocodile. Let's get him. He's in a few more kills on those, so we'll wrap them up and just hopefully we'll find them on the way over. It looks like there's an escort quest over here too, which is kind of cool. I've never done it before. I very rarely quest in the Swamp of Sorrows, and as an Alliance character, there's not a lot here. I think it's kind of a strange zone for Alliance to quest in. Generally, I think people avoid it, mainly because there's a Horde base right here. Stonard is a Horde camp. It's almost perfectly centralized. So it's just, you know, there's no flight point for us as an Alliance, so it's just kind of a bad spot to be in. You really, you know, Horde are going to be running around here a lot more, so you're kind of outnumbered, and there's a good chance they'll find you and kill you, because that's what Horde like to do, apparently. But at least we're on the outskirts up here in the north, a little bit farther away from Stonard. It's a little less likely they're going to mess with us. Huh. Okay, there's a spinner, we're going to kill that. I didn't really want to fight this jaguar, I don't need him, so we're going to skip him. There is a crocolisk there, but I don't want to fight the jaguar, so we're going to keep running over this way. Ooh, there's a few mobs here that we could use, but at least these spiders, we can go ahead and grab a couple. Yeah, let's see, wand. Now we're about to hit level 38, and at 38 we get obviously new skills, which we'll go train later, and we get new talent, one new talent point, of course. And I've said this so many times now, I love there's so many talents in the Shadow Spec line that I just want to get all of them. I think there's so many good ones, but we have to decide what we're going to do now. Next up, we will be able... So we need to put 2 more points in there before we can get to darkness. And we definitely want darkness, because we can put 5 points into it and get 10% bonus shadow damage. That's very easy points to spend. Before that, though, we have 2 more points to spend, and I think Shadow Focus is the way to go. Reduces your chance targets to reduce your shadow spells by 2% per talent point. We can put 2 more points in there and max that out. The only other thing I was considering is improved Shadow Word Pain, because we do use Shadow Word Pain a lot. And Shadow Reach, because I do think that would help us a little bit with grinding on mobs. But it, you know, gives a little more distance. But maybe just pure DPS spells are better, and you know, reducing our chance to resist is going to increase our DPS, right? So that seems like a good idea. And getting darkness will obviously increase our DPS. That's great. And of course, Shadow Form will increase your DPS quite a lot. So that's great too. So that'll be the next thing we're going to pick up. Looks like our Divine's Inner Fire, ran out, so we're going to put that back on. Someone recommended to me in a YouTube comment that I put my skills on in order with Inner Fire being the last one. Because if you try to dispel Inner Fire, I guess it like takes off one of the charges of it rather than fully dispels it. Something like that, so... And dispelling occurs in the order that opposite order of how they were buffed. So if you put like Power Word Fort first and Shadow Word Protection second, someone dispels one of your buffs, Shadow Word Protection will go off first, if they dispel another one, then Power Word Fort goes off. So with that in mind, I will put Inner Fire last, which I don't know exactly if I understand exactly what's going on there. We're going to go ahead and do that anyway. But there's some of those Dranathist crystals we need. I thought they would drop, but apparently they are just farmed off these, or just like looted. How's it got out of my line of sight? There we go. Let's go ahead and kill this. There's some more to the right, you need to be careful. Wow, that Mind Flay ended quickly. He hit me, I guess, with his range attack. Oh, he's a hunter, right? That makes sense. I was like, how did he even hit me? But poison shot, 36 nature damage inflicted every 10 seconds. That's kind of a bummer. We can't really do anything about poisons. This guy's running straight to these guys to aggro them, isn't he? What a jerk. What a jerk. There we go. We dotted him to finish him off. Let's go ahead and fear that one, and let's shield up. Now we are fighting. This one in the background there is also messing with us, so we do have aggro from 2 mobs at the moment. Now if I could dot that one, that's good. Okay, we got the dot on the one in the back there. Powered shield lasted pretty long there. It finally ran out, but it lasted for a pretty long time. Let's go ahead and Mind Blast this guy. Oh, a chest just spawned. You see that? Look at that beautiful timing. Okay, we're gonna finish this guy off. We did Ding, which is also beautiful timing. Wow, look at our luck. We are just really getting an easy time of, pulling all 3 of these mobs. Let's go ahead and put Shadow Focus. We'll put that talent into. We're level 38, so it's nice. We're 2 levels away from level 40, which means we'll get a mount if we have enough gold. We have 20 gold right now. I have enough gold on my warrior that I could send it over. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I might make us farm it up the old-fashioned way here. Let's go ahead and loot that chest. I think it's like a sign from the Blizzard gods that we got this chest. Oh man, I was like, oh, there's a blue item in it, even better, but it's Broken Blade of Heroes is kind of a junk blue item. I'll explain it in a little bit. I think I've maybe even already spoken about it, but it's kind of a junk item. But yeah, it's kind of just a junk item, sadly. You can craft it if you're a blacksmith into a weapon that is a pretty good weapon if you're low level, but the amount of materials it takes to make it, it's not worth much. You can't really sell it to anyone because they're low. The people that would use it are too low level to really afford the materials that you put into it. So it's sort of a joke. Like, it's just not worth it, unfortunately. I need to rebuff a little bit. We're a little low on some of our buffs. Now we're running straight through all these guys because what I want to get is up here to this escort quest. Apparently there's an escort quest up here. I've never done it, but I think it'd be more fun to go up there and try to do this quest. So I'm just gonna book it straight through this mess of mobs, and I'm aggroing like the entire camp, like literally just running through it. Rift Beacon, what is this? Rift travelers are locking on your position. They will find you after 1 minute. What is that? I think I'm gonna dispel that magic on me. I don't think I want that voodoo. I don't know what exactly it is, but it does not seem good. Now, is there an escort quest here, or am I totally losing my mind? No? Yes? There it is. There it is. Galen? Galen. Okay, what's this guy got for us? Let's talk to Galen Goodward. Escort Galen out of the danger, then find his camp, stop sorrows, and open his strongbox. Okay, let's go, Galen. Let's see what's going on here. Galen's Escape, level 38 quest. Reward is a shield, which we don't need. And we're gonna mark Galen if I can. Can I mark Galen? Doesn't seem like I can mark a Galen for some reason. I was trying to mark this stupid guy so that we could see him easier. He's like wearing navy blue, I guess it's just dark green colors in a freaking forest. I'm not gonna be able to see him out here. Fortunately, he's nice and earthbound by the earthbind totem, earth grab totem. Let's clear that thing. Now what's nice is he's running first of all, which is super nice. Can I buff him? I want to try and buff him in a moment. Let's throw a power fort. No, we cannot. Can I heal him? No, I cannot. Okay, well, then I need to keep aggro off of him, apparently, because I can't heal him or do anything, which is really lame. Oh, there's another one back there. Okay, I need to get that one. I was like, why is there nature damage on Geku? This guy is a named mob, apparently. Now, I've got aggro off of this one over there, which is good. Let's go ahead and dot this guy. Let's Mind Flame. We did get a stun on him, which is good timing. I was gonna Mind Flame so we didn't run quite as far. Now Galen decides to give up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Galen, you're gonna die, aren't you? Let's fear all these scrubs. And let's go ahead and dot that one. Let's loot this. Let's go ahead and pop a potion because I think we're going to need it. Let's dot that. Let's kill this imp in the background if we can. Let's shield. Where's Galen? Oh, Galen died. Well, that was an easy quest to fail. That was one of the... I don't really know how I could have possibly survived that quest. To be honest, there are just way too many mobs there that popped up all at once. Like, he just aggroed everything. I want to back up. We're not gonna die here or anything, but I need to back up. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. Okay, so we left combat. I want to loot these 2 crystals. Yeah, we're not doing that quest ever again. Galen's escape. Sorry, Galen. Can't help you. That was too much for us to deal with, I think. How are we doing? Let's see. Let's armor up. Let's drink real fast. I want to grab a couple more crystals here. We need just 3 more crystals. So if we grab both these, we'll be well on our way to wrapping up. Let's go ahead and pull this guy now. I want to silence this thing if I can. There we go. Silenced. I'm going to shield up. And let's do this. Okay. We have 2 rift beacons on us. I'm not worried about decursing those or removing those, whatever you want to call it, just yet. But we will do that in a moment. They don't do anything for 40 more seconds, so we can just let them sit there and do their thing. And then once we kill these scumbags, we can go ahead and remove them. I need a shield up here. I'm going to go ahead and use my 10-minute cooldown heal. Not that I needed it, but I didn't want to waste any mana right now. And I thought this would be a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and wand on these imps. They're pretty squishy imps, I think. 400 health or so. Why am I not? I'm like instantly leaving combat when I try to attack them. Instantly interrupted when I try to attack them. Okay, well I need to decurse myself. I like actually can't attack these mobs. They're like glitched. Like as soon as I try to attack them, I get like interrupted ability. I try and wand them, nothing happens. Huh. Well, so they're unkillable or untargetable imps apparently? That's insane. I like actually can't target them. Are they ever gonna stop chasing me? Can I do anything now? Out of range, interrupted. Oh my god. I literally can't do anything to these mobs. Okay, I'm gonna shield up and just keep running. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Leaving combat. Okay, I left combat. Are they still chasing me, or? Wow. That was weird. They were like so bugged that I literally couldn't leave combat. I mean, it was a pretty long chase there, but I actually couldn't even attack them. Like, it just would instantly tell me I was out of combat when I tried to do anything to them. That sucked. Now what I want to do is get those crystals that we mostly cleared out, but I don't even think I can. Can I target these mobs? I can't actually target them. Okay, well, that kind of sucks. I want to see if I can loot these somehow. Interrupted. Okay, if I shield up and then loot, can I do it? Wow. Okay, that's super jank. Well, we're out of here. Apparently that is an incompletable quest? I mean, not an incompletable quest, but it's yeah. Well, I don't know. What do we get for this quest if we complete it? Nothing specifically. Maybe it's a continuing chain. I mean, I'd like to complete the quest, but we can't complete it with those little imps nearby, which is really insane. That was super weird. Have you guys ever seen that? I mean, I don't know if I've ever done quests up in this area. Like, this is really kind of an isolated, weird spot for me. But, man. The problem is also we need 3 more crystals, but there's only like 1 spot. Like, I didn't really see a lot of crystals left. Let's go ahead and try to get... This guy's not in line of sight. Okay. Let's try and get this crystal. Shield up. And I want to try and get this scattered crate, see if there's anything good there. Sash of whispered secrets. Secrets. How did you get that? That's a good thing. It looks like something you get from Zul'Gurub. Don't know if that's true though. Sounds like a Zul'Gurub item. What does it look like? Oh, it's a belt. It's hard to see. Hard to say where it came from. I don't know off the top of my head. I guess what I'm trying to say. Can I loot this from here? Oh man, these guys. Okay, I'm bailing out. They're just too densely populated to make me want to actually fight them all. Now I did fear them there, so I might be able to loot this fast enough. They're probably gonna hit me before I get it. Nope, I looted it. Great. Lost supplies. This item begins a quest. Bring the lost supplies to Quartermaster Lungart's. Another guard keep. Cool. Okay, we're getting out of here. Screw SoupaSoka. This zone sucks. I'm leaving. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna run straight out of here to Blasted Lands. Another guard keeps where we need to go. I can't cure any of these poisons on me. But yeah, this zone, I hate this zone. I'm leaving. I don't want to be here. We will come back at some point to quickly clear the south sawtooths and the spinners. But I don't feel like doing any of that right now because that quest up there is... This is a crazy quest up there. Galen's Escape, it's ridiculously hard. There's way too many mobs in that area for one person to take on. It's level 38 quest, so maybe that makes sense. And then, of course, the stupid, the imps were crazy bugged. Like, ridiculously bugged. So, yeah, we're gonna get out of there. We're running our little dwarf legs as fast as we can, which is not very fast, but we're going as fast as we can. We're running around Stone Art. We're probably gonna aggro some guards here. I don't really care too much. They're not gonna do much to us. Oh, they are level question guards, but I think we're still fine. I hope. As the ray goes up, of course, the guy logs off as soon as he says that. That's basically the sign of someone trolling you. It's a common thing. Oh, PM me. Azarigos is up, or Kazak is up. Whisper me for invite. I'll inspect your gear. I don't know why, but people seem to think that's like a, I don't know, funny thing to do or something. That's not a bad thing. I don't really care. Just like a common troll thing people do in Vanilla WoW. At least I've noticed it on Nostalrius and Chronos. I don't remember it so much in retail Vanilla, where they basically just pretend a world boss is up, such as Azarigos, and get people all hyped up. But most people just don't give a crap. Like, we've seen it so much, no one falls for that or really believes it. This guy here, by the way, Fallen Hero of the Horde, he actually will give you a quest eventually, but we're too low level, far too low level. Even though he's a Horde character, you'd think, but he's actually also has Alliance quests, or one quest, I think. It's one very long quest chain. But now we're in the Blasted Land. The Blasted Land's a little high level for us. It's actually level 45 to 55. We really shouldn't be here. Now, I do want to say, I want to come here because I have a quest to turn in here, the Lost Supplies, and also to grab the Flight Point, another guard keep. Now, the other thing that's cool about this area is that there's a mine right here. And this mine, if you look, this Netherguard Foreman, level 46, 47, 48 mobs, they're friendly to the Alliance, but they're actually aggressive towards the Horde. So if you're an Alliance character and you are a miner, that's a mine. If you go in that mine and go deep in it, there are quite a few veins, mineral veins in there. I've found, what is it, True Silver in there, small thorium veins in there, and I think some iron veins, but mostly, is it iron or mithril? Maybe mithril is what I found there. I think it's mithril, true silver, and small thorium veins are in there. And now Horde can go in there and they can farm it too, but they have to actually clear all those mobs. But for an Alliance character, I did this on my warrior. I just would run around in there. All the guards are friendly towards me, and I would just farm whatever I wanted. It was beautiful. Really easy. A great way to get some skill ups on mining, and it's not like a ton of veins in there, but I would find at least 4 or 5 every time I ran in there. At least since no one seemed to be in there farming it at the time also was convenient. Now the guy we're looking for here, returning in that random crate we found. I had no idea that crate was going to be a quest, by the way. I had no idea. Quartermaster Lungart's, we're going to talk to him and see what he has for us when we turn this in. Box of supplies, complete the quest. We got a box of supplies back. Box of supplies has copper, agility scroll, and stamina scroll, and like a little bit of experience. So that's kind of boring. Now let's go ahead and grab the flight point here, and we're gonna fly away. We're gonna fly away from Blast Lands for the time being. That's why I just wanted to come here to get this. But I want to go to, let's go to Stormwind, and we're gonna stop here for today. Tomorrow, on the next episode rather, we will load up and we're gonna get our skills, level 38 skills. And then we will go probably back to Swamp of Sorrows, finish up a couple quests there, maybe Encroaching Wildlife and the Speck of Dream Dust, and maybe we'll head back to 1K Needles. So we got a few quests we can do, but if we don't do those quests, we're going to try and get a group for Scarlet Monastery Cathedral. That's definitely the major goal at this point, to wrap up Scarlet Monastery one or two more times, at least Cathedral once. That's all for today, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.